Distinguished guests, graduates, family members, and friends, I would like to thank you all for your presence on this very special day. We are delighted to announce the presence of the Honorable Mayor Dwight Jones, who is graciously providing our opening remarks. Please welcome Mr. Mayor.
Well, good evening, everyone, and this is indeed a special night for all of us here in Richmond, and I'm very happy to be a part of the Day Reporting Center program's graduation. I believe it's the first graduation, and I want to congratulate the 22 program graduates, those who are here and those who are on their way, and let you know how proud we are of you, and we've taken time out of our schedules to come and allow you to know how important this moment is in your life and how important it is in the life of our city. This really marks a new beginning and a fresh start in your life. This is your second chance, and I'm here today to celebrate this moment with you and to allow you to know that we here in the city are proud of your accomplishment, and we celebrate with you today. For the past several months, you have received structured support and classes to address unhealthy behaviors in an effort to change how you make decisions. And it's our hope that these classes and this positive information will do you well. You've had to perform daily check-ins, regular drug and alcohol testing, and intensive case management. And this is the payoff. The payoff is, and I'm not talking about the dinner either. The payoff is that you're here today and having the opportunity to celebrate the structure and stability in your life, skills necessary to live responsible lives and become responsible contributors to society. This is your opportunity, and I know you're going to make the most of it. And you need to know that the city of Richmond believes in you and your future success, and we know that you're going to make us extremely proud of you. This is an important day for me as I look back over how hard we worked to get this started. On my first day in office, a plan was on my desk to build a 2,000 bed facility, a new 2,000 bed jail. And at that time, I decided two things. First, the time for delay was over. We needed a new jail. We needed a new justice facility. And I know Sheriff Woody will agree with me on that.
Yes.
And second, I decided that we would not continue the policy of simply warehousing people. So I said that we were going to build a smaller facility and work towards alternatives to incarceration. And it's been very good to see some of the people here who have worked with us on our alternatives to incarceration project. We worked extremely hard on that, and so I want to thank the members of that team. Just raise your hand, Mike Herring and folks from the Justice Department, the sheriff, the chief of police. So many came together to work on putting together the kinds of alternatives that has allowed this program to be alive today. The focus needed to be on preserving public safety by reforming the larger criminal justice system and how it operates. We said that we need to help our communities produce more productive residents, and we need to work to provide ways to have people make a living and to change structure that sets people up for success and not for failure. And one of the guiding principles was the jail should be the last option and not the first option. And since that time, we've made a lot of strides, and we've made a lot of strides in taking common sense approaches to providing alternatives to incarceration. I'm very proud of the fact that we now have a mental health pretrial docket. I'm very proud of the fact that we have a multi-jurisdictional crisis triage center, and we have alternative sentencing is now in place for those suffering from substance abuse problems. And so these things, I think, are positive improvements in the way we do business here in the city of Richmond. And so we're here today to celebrate with the 22 people who are graduating from the city's Day Reporting Center, and we want you to know how proud we are of you, and we want you to know how proud we are to be a part of bringing creative solutions to the problems that we have in the city. So thank you so much for being here. Congratulations once again, and God bless you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. On behalf of everyone at the Richmond Day Reporting Center, I am pleased to welcome all of you to our 2015 transition ceremony. This is a wonderful moment of celebration for everyone here today, but above all else for our graduates. Through your hard work, accomplishment, and determination, you have earned this day of recognition, reflection, and celebration. I have had the privilege of working with all of you, and throughout your time at the Day Reporting Center, I have seen a great change. Your efforts in embracing new ways of thinking, making positive decisions, and continually working on recovery are recognized, and you all should be very proud of your accomplishments. Before me, I see graduates that have overcome obstacles and met goals that were set forth at the start of the program. Your success shows not only diligence and discipline, but a commitment to change your life. This is your day. So sit back, look around at your friends, family, and all of those that are here to support you, and enjoy this special commencement day. Thank you.
Hello. While working with each of you at the Day Reporting Center, you all shared your hopes, your dreams, everything that you want to aspire to be. Always remember to reach for the stars. As stated by Harriet Tubman, every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars to change the world.
We are pleased to welcome Commonwealth Attorney Mike Herring. Good enough? Come on.
I've been working on that all day.
Thank you, Stephanie and Rodney, Mr. Mayor, CT, Chief Tarasovic, known fondly to me as Ray. It's really nice to be here. Just give that up. We've been at this for, the DRC, the Day Reporting Center, has been in town for a little over a year, but we've been at this for 2 years, 3 years, I guess. So this is a really special culmination, not just for you all, but for the city. The Day Reporting Center is new to Richmond. We have talked for years about turning the curve on criminal justice, and we've taken some steps, but we've to date not taken a step this big. So this is a really big deal for us. To me, what makes it even more special, though, is the amount of collaboration that went into this. Yeah, I've been a lawyer in Richmond for almost 25 years, and in different capacities, I've done criminal work in different ways, on and off. And I can tell you that I've never, ever seen so many different stakeholders from so many different facets of the criminal justice system come together around a singular purpose. So, right? So no exaggeration. Judges, that police chief, that sheriff, that mayor, these people who were head of the Justice Services Department, that former police captain who is now in the private sector but who devotes countless hours of her workday to this effort, that gentleman in the blue sweater, those prosecutors from the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office, right? And so what you should be hearing is that there's this broad cross-section of people who came together to make this possible. And it doesn't typically work that way. These folks, including me, generally get together to produce something going in the other direction. We generally get together to send people to jail. We, the sheriff, the chief, and I talk often about improving the efficiency of our process, right? We're very good at investigating crime. We're very good at arresting people. We're very, very good at sending you away. But we've learned we're not so good at fixing people. We're not very good at addressing the causes for the behavior that got you in trouble in the first place. Criminal justice science, or the last 30 years of criminal justice science, have taught us that the system, as I will refer to it, and as I think you all refer to it, can punish you. And it can punish you efficiently, it can punish you cruelly sometimes, it can punish you compassionately, as Sheriff Woody has begun to do at the jail with many of his programs. But the only thing that's going to change you is yourself. And it's hard for people like me, it's hard for people like the chief, the mayor, to come to grips with that with all the authority that our office gives us, we can't change people. We can warehouse them, as the mayor said, but we can't change them. And so in bringing the Day Reporting Center online, we've had to wrestle with something. Who do we punish and who do we take a second chance on? Or better yet, who do we give the opportunity to take a second chance on themselves? And so tonight really isn't about the city. It's not about the city's accomplishments in bringing the Day Reporting Center online. It's about you. And if you're lucky enough to be joined by family or friends, it's about the people who are at the table with you. You got to forgive one thing in me. The older I get and the longer I do this, the harder it is for me to maintain a warm and fuzzy tone. It's just not my way. Right? So I'm going to talk to you in the way that I think you would want to be spoken to. I want to respect you, and I want to talk to you as an adult. Every person who's here graduating, and I really want you to get the perspective on this, every person who's here graduating was headed to jail. You weren't headed to probation. You weren't headed to a program. You were headed to jail. And the Day Reporting Center was an alternative to incarceration. It was an alternative pathway from jail. I'm looking around this room, and you are all unique people. I respect that. You are all individuals. But one thing is clear to me, because I've looked at the files, I know a little bit about the history of each of you. Nothing about the motive for the behavior that got you in trouble was worth jail. Right? So I'll put it this way. Whatever was going wrong in your life that caused you to steal, lose your temper, violate somebody's property rights, drive when you weren't supposed to, use or sell controlled substances, whatever was going wrong that caused the lapse in judgment was not worth months in jail. If you had to spend money to hire a lawyer, it wasn't worth the attorney's fee. If you lost a job, it wasn't worth your job. If you are lucky enough to have kids, it wasn't worth the time away from your kids. And it certainly wasn't worth the overall cost to you and your community. The Day Reporting Center is hard. We know it's hard because there were many people who started who aren't here. And it's intended to be hard. It's not intended to be a warehousing, as the mayor puts it, and as I put it, you're not intended to sit there and suffer or enjoy dead time. The purpose of the Day Reporting Center is to, as the mayor described, give you access to classes and programming so that you can address the causes for the bad judgment. There's a reason that in the beginning you had to report every day. There's a reason that somebody like these ladies is in your face every day, getting into your business, asking you personal questions, questions that you found intrusive, maybe even offensive. There's a reason, right? And the reason is to help you regain control of your life, right? It's to help you regain control of your life so that you are not at the mercy of my criminal justice system. How often do you have conversations with people who say, right, or you hear some version of this, the system has done me wrong, or they are doing this, that, and the other to me? Well, the reason is because you've made yourself vulnerable to the system. Right? And it's hard to swallow, but it's the truth. One thing I know, again, about all of you is you've had some prior contact with the justice system, and you had to have had that contact to be eligible for the Day Reporting Center. And you have had to learn to deal with life when you're under the jurisdiction of the justice system and life when you're at home, right? Chief Tarasovic, Chief Ray said something a few weeks ago, and this is typical for him. He just makes a passing comment that turns out to be poetic. But he says, you know, supervision gives you a false sense of security because it makes you think that there are eyes on an offender, on a person, on a defendant 24/7. Post-detention supervision gives you an even greater false sense of security. And what he meant was, there are many more hours in a day when an ex-offender or an ex-detainee is not under his watchful eye or Sheriff Woody's watchful eye. The person is at home. The person is in the community. So in other words, there's nobody standing by to keep people on the right path. You're either going to do it or you're not going to do it. And we're fooling ourselves if we think that the solution is to have eyes on people 24/7. It's impossible. So what do? What do? We equip people, we equip you with the skills and the mechanisms and the judgment to manage your life. Tomorrow and every day thereafter, you're going to deal with the same stress, the same money issues, the same peers, the same responsibility or the same pressure associated with their responsibility that got you into the fix in the first place. What's going to be different, though, is that you're a graduate of the Day Reporting Center. You now know how to cope with the stress better. You won't have these people looking over your shoulder. You'll look out for yourself. Maybe you have a community of peers that you have formed through your time at the Day Reporting Center, but you will be managing yourself now, and I think that's a good thing. I hope you take advantage of that, as the mayor put it. And so I'll leave you with one final thought, because it's sort of the elephant in the room. Most people in Richmond thought this was a good idea, but there were some people who I consider naysayers who said the equivalent of, we're wasting money, and that many of the people who go to someplace like the Day Reporting Center will just go through the motions to avoid a jail cell, right? When I was growing up, we used to call that hucklebucking. You just kind of hucklebuck your way through to get to wherever you need to get to. I'll tell you what, every time he and him and I and Rhonda and Albertina and Rufus sat around a table and sometimes argued about how to do this, every hour we put into this is a testament to our belief in the value of you as a productive citizen. I don't see this as a gamble on money. I see this as a good gamble on you. And I hope you see it the same way. So congratulations.
Mr. Lincoln Whitaker.
First of all, I want to say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and the graduates of the DRC program. I wrote my little speech, so I'm gonna talk off the top of my head. so I ain't gonna use my speech. But my name is Lincoln Whitaker. I started the DRC program April 1st of 2014. What made me go to the program because I knew I had to find out what was triggering me to continue the bad behavior that I was doing. And that's running the street, using, not thinking for myself, being a follower. The things I have learned in the DRC, the most important thing is it changed the negative thinking that I was having. I was a negative thinker about any and everything that I did all the time. I never could think nothing positive or look at the outcome to come out in a positive direction. I always thought the worst in a negative way. The second thing is I had to learn to let things go that I don't have control over. That was one of the main things also. If I thought I could fix it, I try to fix it, and if I couldn't fix it, that'll stress me. If someone needed my help and I couldn't do it, that bothered me. It was just a thing that the triggering thing. That's my biggest thing is the things that was triggering me, and the littlest things was the main things that was triggering me. And I thought it was the biggest things, but it wasn't. I learned a whole lot in the program. I'm 254 days clean today. I am enrolling in J. Richmond to go back to school. I do have my CNA license. I'm going to get my medical. I'm going back for medical assistance. I know in the background that I have as far as my record, I have possession charges, assault charges, other things like that, but I'm not gonna let it stop me towards my future, because I'm willing to give back to the community. I want to become a counselor. That's what I really want to do, but whatever I do, I just want to give back because so many people done came and helped me because I've been suffering with addiction since I was 12 years old and I'm 34 years old. To say I'm 254 days clean of everything. My mom is my big support, regardless of what I did, up or down, wrong or right. She been there with me through thick and thin, and I'm the baby out of 10. So I was a handful, But and I want to say to the staff of DRC, they is terrific. As I was in the program, as I went throughout the program, we got new staff that came in, but they became excellent also. But Ms. Briggs, my case manager, she's not here. I do want to say something, about her. I wish she was here. She's awesome. She's great. She the one that gave me that extra push and drive that I needed. And behind her is the program manager, Ms. Saucier. She stayed on me. Pretty much all of them stayed on me, but they was the ones that was really pushing me. They're seeing something in me that I didn't see for myself. So that's all I want to say. I just wanted to say good luck to everyone. Keep up the good work and move forward in the right direction.
Thank you, Mr. Whitaker. Next up, we have Irvin Johnson. Congratulations, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. First thing I want to say, for myself, when I first started this, DRTC, I didn't really want to be up and down. I really didn't. I mean, it was just a whole lot of stuff going on in my head that, I didn't want to do. Stuff like that. But once I got up in there, I really found myself and really realized who I was, what man I want to be in life, how far I want to go in life. And they tell you, I've been going through so much. I'm dealing with sarcoidosis. I had my daddy die last year on me. My uncle now, he on the deathbed. I mean, it was just so much going on in my life. But, with God and with, the case manager and Miss Bridge and everything, I mean, they really helped me to really find out what kind of man I want to be in life. And like I said, my main thing now, I got my own little business now, thank God. I ain't got to work for nobody. I know go out here and do my own thing now. That's a big thing, and like I said, anybody I can help, anybody. It's from the bottom of my heart, because I've been down that road, I've done it, and I know it's hard, but all you got to do, man, just trust and have a little love for yourself. And the main thing, the main key, I tell anybody, when you out there using those drugs, running the street, you get tired sooner or later. I'm 48 years old. I've been running the street most of my life. By the whole thing. It took me 10 years to really find myself, what I want out of life. And right now, I'm going to church, I sing on the choir. I'm doing everything with my uncle, my dad, I'm helping people in the street. I'm talking to people. I'm counseling now, on my own. I'm doing this stuff on my own. And this just show you how good God been in my life. If I can do it, you can do it too. All you gotta do is take it one day at a time. And keep your head up. Man, look for the higher thing, man. Don't look down no more, man. Ain't no out there in the street for nobody. You look at it, man, we ain't hurting nobody but ourselves. Every day you look at the news, look who dying, us. For what? It's time to wake up, man. Time to wake up, man. Let's get a new start, man. I love y'all and God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Regina McMacken.
Give me. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I don't have my glasses on. I don't want to be anybody else but me. I just want to thank Miss Saucier, Miss Briggs, who's not here. She's my case manager. Miss Bryant, all the DRC we started with that are not here now. Miss Clark, Miss Fox, everybody at the front desk, especially Mr. Jackson. Boy, can he give you a problem. But anyway, I do want to thank him because I just turned 67. I'm a career criminal. I was a career criminal, as they said. And when I joined the program, I told them from the beginning, there's nothing you can tell me. I just didn't want to do the 12 months. And I'm still here. I won't be doing 12 months anywhere, anytime, ever again. I'm going on to an extended program with DRC, and I'm going to volunteer and help people if I can in DRC. And I look around and I see everybody, we kind of all started the program. And it's not the end right now, really, it's just the beginning. So remember that.
Dominique Terry.
I ain't write a speech. I just want to start off by saying thank God, because he gave me the strength I need to get up every morning, go to the program. I want to thank Miss Briggs. Before I came in the program, I was 17 years clean. So I came to the program for structure in my life, to learn basic goals, testimonies, and being comfortable with telling people about yourself, and trusting the program. And I just want to say God bless everybody and thank Ms. Briggs.
And you've heard Miss Briggs' name a lot. Unfortunately, she could not be here. She's in a training, so she's very sad that she's not here to share this day with you all. Larry Thornton.
Good evening, folks. My name is Larry Thornton, and I'm not gonna bore you with a long, drawn-out program or nothing, but I'd like to thank the DRC program because, like my sister, You know, I'm 59 years old and I've been using ever since I was 13, so I've been using over 40 years. You know, and going through that process, I was at the mindset, you know, that I knew everything, I done seen everything, I done done everything, so it wasn't nothing they could really tell me. And then when I first entered the program, I said, well, I'm gonna take the shortcut, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But then after seeing the pitfalls and how I could get set back and all that, I said, well, let me get my mind together, you know, and try to change myself. Cause like I said, I got 2 grandchildren. I got a 7-year-old granddaughter and a 2-year-old grandson. So I said, well, let me try to make a role model for somebody to do something in my life for once. But like I said, and I came in through the DRC program, and through the John Marshall Court, and I was sentenced to 5 years. So they said, well, you can do the 5 years or go into this program. So I said, well, I'll try this program and see what it's about. And it was, you know, all together different, because I done been through Rubicon, you know, 919 and this, that, and that. And this program, you know, the way it's structured is all together different, because, I mean, it's not like an institution. It's like a family, like we friends. I can go to the front desk, talk to Mr. Sims, talk to Mr. Jackson, you know, Miss Clark, Miss Cox, Miss Breeze, you know, Miss Saucier. You know what I mean? About personal things. You know, and that's how I felt the closeness where I could open up, you know, and really get the help that I needed. But I'm going to cut that short. And I'm going to just go ahead on and hit y'all with a little poem that I wrote concerning the program. The reason I'm here, I was sentenced by the John Marshall Court. And being truthful, the Daily Report Center ain't what I thought. Figured there'd be long, boring meeting, time moving like a snail, with counsels and case managers just waiting to send me right back to jail. Now, after being there a couple of months, then after a while, I could feel the sincerity of my fellow group members and heartfelt smiles. Now, we gradually grew into a family, just like a sister and a brother. We laughed and cried together and started to really depend on each other. Now, if you failed a lesson or happened to maybe miss a step, I took it hard as my brother and sister, because I failed to provide that proper help. So as I progress through this program, never fear that you're alone, because there are some real sincere people, some real sincere brothers and sisters in the DRC home.
I'm going to pass this over to Ms. Bryant, who is now going to give her graduates their MRT coins as well as their certificates.
Ooh, Miss Sonia Williams. Yes. Here you go, lady.
Hello, everybody. I like to just truly thank everybody that made this possible for me. Starting over here, I don't see the judge, that DA, that defense attorney, but they made it possible for me to work on me, because I never had a program in my life, but I have a long criminal record. I want to thank GO and all the staff, because I work with all of them. This is my case manager. She knows a lot about me, Miss Saucier. I believe they see improvement because I feel one. So if I feel it, then somebody got to see it. I don't think the same. I am the same person. I don't think that would change the person that I am, but the way I think has changed. That's it. I just want to thank y'all.
Marcel Robinson.
Thank you. Good evening, folks. How y'all doing tonight? First and foremost, I thank my Lord Jesus Christ, Savior, for allowing me to wake up every day and see another day. Second of all, I'd like to thank the program for giving me a chance. I'm addicted to driving, first and foremost. I have a habit of driving. I can't stay behind that wheel. I owe $15,000 with 5 kids. I am right now currently operations coordinator for SMG. So I'm not out there selling drugs. I'm trying to make a way for my kids. I don't have $15,000 to give right now. I understand y'all how the programs drive to work and things like that, but I still have to put $3,500 down to even get it restricted. I don't have that. So when you stuck with a position like that, what do you do? Do you continue to drive, or do I pick up a pack? What I'm faced with. See, the thoughts that go through your mind right now is like, what do you do? But I don't want nobody else raising my kids, so I continue to do what I have to do for me and mine. I couldn't get through this program at all without a special person. We set up many nights, many mornings, many afternoons, back and forth. She kept pushing me. My fiance for 10 years. She, as much appreciation I deserve for going through this, she went through this with me every step of the way. Every phase, every chapter, every step, every paragraph. She was right there with me. I owe her all the credit for me standing right here, right now. That's my lovely lady right there. Hey, babe, how you doing? I just want to say thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to be here and giving me a second chance. But tonight when y'all go home, think about me and other guys that's in a situation as I am, that's faced with that amount of money that owe, that changed his life, and trying to provide and try to figure out what he's trying to do to stay focused. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. God bless y'all.
Bruce Smith. You're welcome. Yes, that's true.
Oh, I ain't gonna do the mic. My name Bruce Smith. How you doing, Mr. Wood? I came in the program on May 4th, 2014. On drive. I got 13 prior. My conviction that I owed was $15,000. I don't owe nothing today. Due to the drive to work program. I got a teaching license. I'm trying to take your spot at criminal justice. Criminal justice. I'd like to thank God first for utmost bringing me here today. The program taught me everything. I've been down to jail 10 times. I ain't going down to no jail due to the cause of this program. Y'all changed me. Y'all helped me. Y'all better me. Not no girl, not my child. God and me. All right. Thank y'all and y'all integrity. Like people say, it's hucker-bucker. It ain't no hucker-bucker. But we proven that we can do it. And the people behind us, like she said, I'm gonna continue coming, continue helping. Because of y'all integrity, y'all respect, y'all loyalty to us. I'm grateful and blessed for y'all. Thank you.
Samuel Wise Carter.
I've never been all that great at public speaking, but being at the Daily Reporting has helped. I'm a master carpenter of 20 years, 15 of them years. I was able to maneuver and elude ever being so self-destructive to the point where drugs ruined my life. Ultimately, they did. You know, of course, I would like to thank the program, Ms. Bryant, first of all. She's my counselor, Ms. Saucier, and the entire staff. Coming into DRC, I was in terrible shape, and after 3 reports, I knew it was a challenge. I didn't know if it was a challenge I would be able to meet. What I got from the program was I've been able to value, weigh, and organize my thoughts. So now I can actually, before I make an action from a situation, I actually consider my options and things I can do. I have my brother here with me tonight who's never been addicted to anything. He's my only brother, and I'm glad for him to be able to see me make a change, and I just want him to know that I want him to have the trust in me that I can continue to be clean, as I've been clean for 5.5 months now. The first thing I knew by talking to Mrs. Bryant is that I had to change the people that I was around. Was the first thing I had to do. Slowly I accomplished that, finding myself around better folks. And I look around tonight and I'm pleased and honored to be in a room with people with such great structure. I believe that we are all here to better mankind, and I'm glad that I'm able to join that force now. Thank you.
Natasha Great.
How y'all doing today? He said, I'm Natasha Great. I was put in a day reporting program instead of having to do time in jail for driving. If I had to do that time, I would have lost my home, both my jobs, my family, and no telling what else along the way. I'm really grateful that the city of Richmond took a gamble on us. Because like I said, no telling where my family would be, and no telling where I would be because of that. It was hard. I complained. I even skipped and went to work a couple times because I had to pay my bills. But I made it, and I learned a lot of things, and I changed a lot of things. I still have not received my license yet either, but I will. I'm working on it. I just want to thank everybody, like I say, especially the city of Richmond, because like I said, everybody's not bad. Everybody's not drug addicts. Everybody's not, and we do deserve a chance. Because sometimes, just trying to make it through life, you do things like me, just trying to provide food, clothing, and shelter. So, eat, have somewhere to live, drive. It's not that I wake up in the morning and want to commit a crime. That's just what happens sometimes. And I'm not a bad person. And I was grateful that I was given a chance. And I don't think the judge is here, but I wish he was. To let him know he took a good gamble. He took a good gamble. And you let everybody know on that board, let them see the tape. And let them see that every penny was worth it. Every penny was worth it. And then I also like to thank the staff. They kept me motivated, especially Ms. Bryant. She always said it's gonna be all right. She always was there. They made it comfortable. I'm not really good at speaking in public, but I'm doing better because we have to do it every week. Whether you want to or not, that's the only way you're gonna get out. So you gotta talk. So, and like I say, I'm trembling up here because I'm proud. I got butterflies when I was told I was gonna get out of there. It's been long, it really has, but it was worth it. And I'll do it again. I don't want to do it again and get in trouble. But I'm still going to stick around and do some tutoring and help some others through. And I won't be in the aftercare program, but I'm still going to show up. Thank you, Ms. Saucier, Ms. Fox, Ms. Clark, Sims. Thank you, everybody. And also, most of all, thank my fellow classmates, because we did it. We got out of there. We got out of there. First of all, I want to say thank you to the City of Richmond for giving me the opportunity to participate in the program. All of the staff, they've been great, excellent, they were helpful, they were always there for me. But Miss Bryant, I really, really got a strong feeling for her. She came to the jail to see me.
It's all right.
She saw me at my worst, and she told me that I was eligible for the program. When I got here, she worked with me, she helped me. I've learned all that. I've become a better person. And any problem I had, she was there to assist me. It was hard at first, but it got easier as you went along. I can't do it. But I just want to thank everybody for letting me participate.
How y'all doing this evening?
All right.
My name's Mr. Houston. I was a strong case on these people's hands, you know. Not a bad guy, but, you know, I got some work with myself, you know. I got a thing where if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and I did it. Took a lot from my little situation. I have my own shop, no help on staff, you know, small business, Herbalife. But on the flip side, I figured out a way that I could get to this program. Like, this program not gonna help me. This program is just a waste of my time. Not for nothing, I don't have no problems, whoop-de-whoop, blase, blah, all the excuses I could think of. But it was something I didn't know about myself. Like, I need to start thinking like, yeah, it's not gonna hurt me, but it's gonna hurt my family. And that right there, that meant the world to me. Like, so when I sat there and I realized that, I said, I gotta do this program, I gotta listen, hear what they gotta say, and learn how not to make the same mistakes. Cause I'm the only one that's gonna hurt myself. No, I ain't gonna hurt nobody else but myself and hurt my family at the same time. But I'm gonna feel it. So I did all my little book work. I did all my studies. I even wrote essays that I didn't even know I had to write. But at the end of the day, it's all good because I learned from the program, and I recommend y'all keep giving people like myself, like I said, not a bad person, but stuck in his ways, the opportunity to come to this program because there's a lot they can learn from it and get their mind right, get you back into reading, get you back into speaking and expressing. Certain little things I got problems with, but with that to be said, like, now I'm back in college, you know. I'm doing what I need to do to get where I need to get. If y'all need me up there, y'all got my contact, you know. I'll be calling and checking with y'all, you know. Thank you for y'all working with me, you know. Like I said, I know what I am. I'm a low. So I appreciate y'all and appreciate everything y'all did, because y'all could have sent me back across the street. He's not compliant, but I might was late, but I got there, you know. And once again, I'd like to thank the city, you know, and thank my new case manager, Miss Briggs. She tossed me over, you know, but they kept me around. So I'd like to say thank all y'all for y'all time, y'all effort, y'all put into me, and let y'all know it was well worth it, because, you know, I always knew I could do it, and I knew I was going to do it, but I was trying to figure out ways I ain't have to do it. Thank you, and y'all have a blessed night.
How y'all doing? I'm gonna keep it short, but just thanking the city for giving me that second chance, and thanking the DRC to pushing me to complete the program. I've been there for 6 months. I had 3 case managers. Ms. Fox was the one that really pushed me through it, and Ms. Bryan, she really helped me with the MRT, because I don't think I would have finished it without her. Thank you.
Now, first, I'd like to say peace. All right. I'd like to thank the program, the staff, and the people that attended the program with me. This program has been a learning experience for me, and like a womb for growth and development that bore me into a more positive person, that got me positive actions. Peace.
Hey, how y'all doing? I was told I only had 2 minutes, but then I got here and seen the magnitude of what I could say, so I didn't prepare nothing. But while sitting there hearing everybody else, there was a few things that I just wanted to start to share. And first, to the City of Richmond, thank you for the program. Mr. Commonwealth, Miss Petite, I believe that's her name. Please, a special thank you, because she, on my caseload for my file, she actually helped me. I know without her cooperation, I wouldn't have got the program. She gave me a few chances, but for the program, DRC, I think y'all could see with everyone saying it, but I just want to say it, that I feel like it customizes its experience per individual, because everyone may be in here for a driving charge and you have different life experiences or problems, and with the structure of how the course in which you go through, everyone goes through the same emotions, but we take different things at different times, and the goal is to change us and make us a better person, and it does that well. And I wanted to say that to you guys, and now to the staff of DRC, Ms. Saucier. I remember the original staff, I remember the staff now. You're still here, and you hold this thing together. She could be the nicest person, or she could be the meanest person. Like, you don't know, just, hey, Ms. Saucier, and hope she don't say too much back. Just, I'm going to do what I gotta do. But, Mr. Bryant, I actually think I had contact with all of the staff and all of the peers, just them being flexible with me as far as my schedule and helping me out the program. I was a rebel when I came in here. It was, look, I got a college degree. I don't need to be here. What are we talking about? No, I didn't want to, but as I started to actually give it a chance, it helped me a lot change. Like Mr. Houston, I was on Ms. Briggs' caseload. She was excellent and aggressive in trying to change me. And when I got Ms. Fox, I would say, I told her this before, she was more passive, but the way she communicated with me and back and forth allowed me to just analyze myself. And thank you all. But my little 2-minute spiel that I did have before I thought of saying all that was this graduation, or people said walk the stage when I heard about the ceremony. I didn't graduate high school because I got put out and I had the option of going to an extra year of school or getting my GED. I chose to get my GED. I didn't walk the stage with my class. I didn't attend that graduation. I didn't go to college immediately afterwards. I tried J-Sarge, but I dropped out or gave it up. I want to work. I don't want to do this. I went to college at 22, and I got my bachelor's, and I didn't go to that graduation. I'm gonna go back and get my master's, so that'll be the graduation I go to. Unfortunately, I didn't get my master's. I had a 2.7 instead of 3.0. So my mother, who's been my support, all my life, I'm her only child, she raised me. This is the first ceremony or graduation she's been able to attend to see me show progress or something. Sorry it had to be this, or, for a re-entry program or so forth, but this is my first step of saying that I want to make her proud. And again, that helped me realize the embarrassment or the shame that I may have brought on my mother. But again, with this program, I want to be a better person. Mom, I'm going to make you proud, love you, and thank you.
Well, I want to thank everyone for coming. I want to thank the graduates for all the hard work that they put in. I know it wasn't easy at first. I know that I could have, probably held you a little too accountable at times. But you guys did it. You guys did it. It was an experience for all of us. We were a new program. We started back in March. We haven't been open even a year. And you guys were our start. You guys were our first participants, and you learned with us, and you worked with us. And can you bring that? Thank you. Mr. Thornton stole my closing remarks. But I did want to say that being that, thank you. Being that it was a new program, we did have some staff changes, and we learned through trial and error, and everything that we did, as well as the participants, just like you, we were learning. So we appreciate you guys being a part of that. Before we close this evening's ceremony, I would like to take this last opportunity to say, on behalf of the Richmond GEO Reentry staff and the City of Richmond, congratulations to our graduates. I would also like to extend my gratitude to all of the guests for joining us this evening, and to both the Honorable Mayor Dwight Jones and Commonwealth Attorney Mike Herring for being our guest speakers on this special occasion. Richmond City's commitment to lessen recidivism and provide an alternative to incarceration has offered our participants an opportunity to make changes in their lives, and for that we are grateful. And before I go any further, I would like to show our gratitude.
Hi, good evening. My name is Ms. Clark, and I'm the substance abuse counselor at the program. And one thing that I wanted to tell you is that I've worked in this field probably about 15 years, and I have never seen anybody want to come to group. And Mr. Thornton was always coming to groups, even though I told him that, you're done, you are done. But we always seen him in group, and we appreciate your support. And I look forward to all of you. I hope you have some great successes and accomplish everything that you said that you were going to accomplish in your behavior change plan. Good evening. On behalf of the GEO Reentry Services staff, we would like to thank the courts, the Commonwealth Attorney, the Defense Attorney for your collaboration with the Day Reporting Center. We would like to acknowledge the Assistant Commonwealth Attorney, Mrs. Janet Lee. Is she here? Ms. Janet Lee? Okay. Will you please come forward, Ms. Lee? Thank you very much. We would also like to acknowledge Defense Attorney Luke Mitchell for providing the most referrals on behalf of the Public Defender's Office. Mr. Mitchell, if you would please come forward, please, if you're here. Ms. Lee, we want to thank you also for providing referrals on behalf of the Commonwealth. Thank you for your support, and we hope you continue to support us and believe in our mission. Thank you very much. Is Mr. Mitchell out?
Mr. Mitchell will get his in the mail.
Thank you very much.
That'll be a hand-delivered plaque.
Thank you. You all have a wonderful evening.
To the graduates, as we all know, adversities are not an exception to the rule of having success. We will all face predicaments, but in spite of that, don't forget to hold on to your values, morals, and goals. As our journey through life is ever-changing, another door awaits you with lots of opportunities, chances, challenges, and pursuits. This is the time when you will apply all the skill, knowledge, and wisdom you have gained to continue the journey towards self-improvement. The Day Reporting Center staff will continue to support you throughout your endeavor and look forward to seeing you all in aftercare and being our alumni so you can speak at this next graduation. As this evening comes to a close, I would like to leave a noteworthy quotation from the famous philosopher Confucius. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Once again, good evening and thank you.